So I go out to the coop a couple days ago, and a few of my chickens aren't looking so great. I suspect coccidiosis, so I go ahead and start their 5-day treatment of Corid and removing all vitamins and all other things. You're just supposed to give Corid with nothing else, other than their feed, and Corid goes in the water. And I'm not seeing much improvement, and these are a little bit more delicate breed birds, so I'm going with my gut and bringing in my zombie, my 2 white-crested black Polish, and my 2 Lisa Steele's cookies and cream. I will be pretty heartbroken if something happens to these little sweet birds. Keeping an eye on the others. There's a couple of others that I think might have something going on. Noticed a lot of blood in their stool the other day, and it seemed to be kind of localized to just one of them, and I couldn't figure out which one it was. And then, of course, started treating right away, thinking that we would get a handle on it, because it generally works that way with the bigger ones. But these little ones are just so much more fragile, and then sometimes after you give them a Corid treatment, it completely robs their body of nutrients and causes a nutrition deficiency, and sometimes some of them won't be able to walk afterwards. So it can be weeks of rehabilitation after something like coccidia hits your flock. So it's something that you definitely want to get a handle on. You want to always keep an eye on your birds. I'm fortunate enough to be able to stay at home with our animals, so I spend quite a good deal of time making sure that I look over everybody constantly, especially every morning, every evening before they go up. We are always really looking at each individual bird, and we have a grip of them. We have over probably 30 babies of some sort between, chickens, guinea geese, goslings, and ducks right now. We have teenage ducks that we just got out of there. And then we've got a grip of guinea fowl, gosling or geese, adult geese, and all of our chickens out there, our donkeys and our goats. So this is definitely something that you want to keep localized. Luckily enough, they've been inside their own pen, so I can remove everybody out of that pen, clean it down really good, let it sit dormant for a little while until I'm sure that the coccidia still isn't, super present in there. Unfortunately, coccidia is something that I think is present in all chickens. I'm not sure if that goes to waterfowl as well, but I'm pretty sure they can catch it. But I think chickens are just more susceptible to it, and then once they've been babies and you put them out on the ground, it can just happen. It's something that, I try to expose them to the ground as soon as possible, but sometimes they still get sick anyways. So, it's a sad thing to watch. I know my cookies and creams really aren't feeling good, so I'm getting them set up in one of my front bird rooms off to a secluded area into their own secluded pen. And I will add some other things to this video probably later on, and then do maybe like a YouTube post or something about it and post it just to kind of go over some things and let you know that it's not always rainbows and sparkles when you're dealing with these animals, and it can be a potentially very dangerous thing that can spread to your whole entire flock. It can spread to your dogs. It can spread to humans. So it's something that's very scary and I take very serious. But you guys have a great day, and I'm going to get these guys all cleaned up and set up into a much bigger space so I can keep an eye and keep them on clean bedding every day and keep their medications going, and some more natural holistic things like some oregano oil in their food. And I'll be making them something that's called Miracle Water, which consists of molasses, water. I also put garlic in there. Sometimes I put a little bit of Rooster Booster poultry cell in there, but right now they're not supposed to have any vitamins. We're just doing the Corid treatment. We are 4 days in on the Corid treatment, and I'm seeing more of them break out with it, which has got me super scared. There's not many other things that this could be. So if you can think of anything or come up with anything and you've dealt with stuff like this, please drop me a comment. I would be so appreciative to interact with you and touch base on what you've done for your flock in situations like this. Like, these are more delicate breeds, so it definitely is going to hit things like this a lot harder. I know my black Polish got pretty sick here with, I am not sure what it was the first couple of weeks that they were here, and I thought I was going to lose them. I think it was upper respiratory stuff, but they absolutely were just so sick. And I think it started with the other zombie that we had with her. She was the first one to get sick. I started treating her, and the next morning she was dead. And then the two black Polish weren't doing really well, so I brought them off to the side, got them better. And then I had two black copper Morans that completely went down on me and couldn't walk. I had to do hobbles in the whole 9 yards with all them, and it was about 3 or 4 weeks before I got them really fully back up on their feet to where they could go back with their flock. But everybody made full recoveries. I'm praying to God that we will be in the same situation this time and that I don't lose any of these little things, because naturally you become very, very close with them when you're hands-on and dealing with them every single day constantly. So I love them very much, and any good vibes, any prayers, thoughts, any kind of helpful information that you could send my way, I would truly appreciate it. Have a great day, everybody. I will keep you updated.